I wanted to show you a little bit of, little leash walking with Barry. If Barry's on the clock with me, so he's on my left and I make sure that his head pretty much stays on my leg like this, the leash is loose. Okay, if I want him to walk with me, I say okay like that. If I'm gonna turn, I always turn left. Come on, buddy. You can coax him to catch up. If anything now, he walks too slow. He doesn't pull. Okay, come on, buddy. His one issue, I guess, would be that he's still probably from, let me get out of the way of this truck. Okay, come on, buddy. Let's move a little bit closer. Come on, buddy. Come on. Let this truck pass. Whoa, what was that? So, he kind of still pulls out. So usually dogs do that because they're used to pulling on the leash and walking way out to the side. So the way that you combat that is continue doing the stuff I'm doing, which is, okay, come on, buddy. Doing a lot of left turns. Okay. Come on, like this, left turns. It draws the dog back next to you. He gets used to, more and more gets used to walking next to you. Okay, come on, sit. Make sure he sits next to you. I think we're gonna have somebody on a bicycle coming out of here, so you're gonna see how he acts when he's surprised by a distraction that just pops out of nowhere. But that's basically the way you wanna keep him when he's walking on the clock with you. When you wanna release him to be free, pat his chest and say go, and then he knows that he's free to go in front of you, but he's always waiting for you to call him back to come to you. And he sees a dog right here at the fence. You probably saw that too. Could you see that? And then I know that this girl's gonna come out with riding a bike in a minute or so. Come! So you just call him back to you, good. I know that he had an issue with barking at distractions. See how he's looking? Come! If you do exactly what you see me doing here, when he sees that distraction, whether it's a girl on a bicycle, a skateboarder, another dog, a person getting out of the car, whatever it is, a person approaching, dog on a leash approaching, don't wait until he has an episode. When he looks, you need to plug in the new appropriate response, which is for him to see something, come back to you, check in. If you don't have food, good boy. If you do have food, good. That's why he's so mellow after just 3 weeks now. He's not barking at distractions anymore because I do that every time. You don't want to wait for him to get into that mindset again. Every time you do exactly like I just showed you, that what he used to do gets farther and farther in his past. This pattern, it's just repetition. You got another repetition of him doing the appropriate response to that situation, which is what you want to be completely ingrained in him. And so he just does it like second nature. Like he used to do the barking at people like second nature. Now he's doing this pattern that we put in there just normally. Every time, that's his reaction. So you need to keep on doing exactly what I'm doing. Don't pull on the leash, don't restrain him, don't let him stare. Do a command. Come. Call him back to you. Back away. Good. That's what you're gonna do every time. And that's the recall. So the recall is left hand leash, just to make it really simple for you, to break it down. Right hand reward, make sure that you're calling to this target. It's a closed fist. It's not a half open hand, because then when you don't have food, he'll see there's nothing in there. So this target is the way you call him. And he'll always come to this whether there's food or not, because he's been imprinted that way, that there's something good that happens when he comes to this. And then you always, when you're practicing, especially when you're practicing, you always call him when at least he's looking away. So even though he just plopped down here in the middle of the street, I'm gonna wait till he looks away from me, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. Let's wait for him to look somewhere else. Well, he's looking at that car. Sometimes a dog will not look in your direction, so you create your own distraction. Toss a piece of food, now he's distracted. Come! See how I'm calling him to come to me? Good. He comes to my right hand target, his nose touches it, he gets a reward, I grab the leash with my left hand. Okay, step into him, have him sit. That's your recall. Okay.